Table Talk. Listen, we are still in Women's International Women's Month, and I am so excited because I have a young lady that is sitting down with me to talk, and she exemplifies womanhood. Like she's all, she's across the board just doing her thing. I am so excited to have her with me. But listen, let's just go over a few things before we get started, before I introduce her. My week has been totally crazy. But today, listen, I just want to tell you about today. I'm not even going to tell you about this week. Today, I had the most wonderful day. I started my day off. What was I doing? Delivering food boxes to our seniors. Listen, our seniors are so grateful for the extra food that they get a month. That people like myself and other people go down to Focus Hope. We sign up and we volunteer to deliver food baskets or boxes to them. So if you get a chance, go on Focus Hope webpage, sign up to pack the boxes, or you can be one of the individuals that deliver the boxes. You can pick the zip code that you want to deliver in. And get some of this food out to these seniors. They depend on us volunteering to bring it to them because they just don't have enough people working at Focus Hope that can deliver to Detroit or the metropolitan Detroit area. So please check that out. And let me tell you, I am so excited. I'm going to put the information on my page, but I am so excited. People's Community Co-op, Food Co-op is coming May the 1st. Yes, we have another African-American grocery store open, and I'm a part of it, and I'm so excited about it. Listen, I'm going to put that information up on my page if you want to also be a member of the People's Food Co-op program. You get sharing. I'm not even going to say everything on here, but you get to be a part of the share. You get to vote. You get to be on the committees, to say how the grocery store is going to be ran. You get to have discounts as far as being a member. I am so looking forward to you signing up. Or guess what? Just being a shopper. It's going to be located right there on Woodward now in the midst of Detroit. Yep, we have one more. And don't forget my brother over there at Neighborhood Grocer. Also, check out his grocery store because we have to support each other. Now, I've seen on people pages that if black people will take part of their 10% that they give to the church and put it together, we can open up grocery stores, banks, schools. Well, this is your opportunity. Either one of those places, Neighborhood Grocer or the People's, hold on, I want to make sure, the Detroit People's Food Co-op, Detroit People's Food Co-op. You can be a part of the solution. We always talk about the problem. Here's your time to be a part of the solution. But for right now, we're going to go out. We're going to pay some bills. We're going to watch a video. Then we're going to come back and we're going to be introduced to my special guest. CeCe's in the building.
I can't have shit to myself, cause you hoes keep chasing me. Y'all can die and come back 3 times and still won't catch up to me. Gargling on dick, yeah, we call that sloppy toppy. They say that we look alike, we call that carbon copy. And you niggas ain't shit too, oh, thought I wasn't gon' get to you. Y'all can have the perfect bitch and still wouldn't know what the fuck to do. Y'all be shooting shots, but all y'all shoot is blanks. The only way I follow you is to the fucking bank. Period. None of my exes upgraded, all them niggas peeked at me. Let a new nigga try to shoot a shot, please understand this pussy ain't free. Y'all say y'all want a chick, bougie, bad and thick. Be the same lame, broke ass niggas lacking dick. Delusion in conclusion, smoking acid on the chip. Reality be long, gonna loose without a grip.
So what you bringing to the table?
But why you worrying about that? It's giving 50-50 if you broke, just say that. My old nigga got a new bitch with a baby to match. Telling people that he over me, but I'm calling cap. You see, I left him for another nigga. That's the reason why he would've beat his ass up at the bar and chased that nigga with my car. Play with your mama, don't be playing with me. Acting like I ain't the one, calling cap take a knee. I'm the one that got away and put that on G.O.D. You know my petty has no limit, and that's on Master P. No limit. My roster thick as fuck, better get in where you fit in. What? winning. Okay. Niggas suckin' shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you did it. Don't be fucking stingy, you got money, nigga, spend it.
Are you an indie podcast or content creator looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further. Introducing Podcastic, the ultimate podcast network designed exclusively for indie creators like you. At Podcastic, we believe in the power of unique voices and fresh perspectives. We're here to amplify your passion and creativity, connecting you with the growing community of engaged listeners who crave original content. Podcastic is more than just a platform. It's a support system built for indie podcasters, offering a range of resources to help you succeed. From tailored promotional campaigns to professional production assistance, we're here to help you shine. Our intuitive platform makes it easy for you to be seen and heard. We do all the heavy lifting for you. You just show up and create. Plus, with our advanced analytics, you'll gain valuable insights into your audience's preferences, allowing you to refine your content and grow your fan base. Ignite your passion, expand your reach, and thrive with podcasting. Visit our website at www.podcasticlife.com to get started. Podcasting, the home for indie podcasts and content creators.
Back to my left. You already know who it is. That's my girl, CeCe Gooden. Hey. Welcome to Detroit Table Talk. I am so excited that, y'all, she finally got to the individual, no, that's not the word I want to use, the indirect table, because we ain't sitting at the table today. We doing something a little sexy.
Okay, I know. I feel real classy base. I feel real classy base.
You know, only do the chairs for special people.
Oh, I feel special, yay!
Because if not, we would be at the table. But today, we sitting at the
we having chair talk.
Yeah, we having chair talk. You know, she got her, you know, her little drink, and I got me some water here.
Oh, we go. Shout out to the
You know,
HCL.
in my unique cup that my sore made for me. Ain't that beautiful? Yes, it is. Thank you for saying so.
Anyone that says CeCe.
So listen, it's Women International Month.
Yes.
And this woman here embodies that to the fullest. CeCe is a podcaster, Lux Talk Podcast.
Yes.
She's a rapper.
Apparently.
She's a creator. She's an actress. You're an entrepreneur.
I am.
Girl, what else are you? You work full time. What else are you?
You hear me? I sure do. I do work. So I'm single.
Oh, now
I didn't
want to put that out there
I know,
because
right?
you don't know people's
I know,
situation.
right? I know, right?
You know,
That,
we don't know what they're doing out in the streets.
I have done. I'm not gonna call myself a stand-up comedian. I have done
she's
it
a
though.
comedian.
I've done it I've only done it 3 times. But
Open
if I
mic?
put my mind to it, yeah, I could. I would be able to add that to the list.
I want to do open mic.
It was really good. I know that I would kill comedy if I was to be like really serious with it. So, but I'm not gonna add that because D Jones got on my ass. Can I curse?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
You can curse.
I'm gonna try not to curse. Too
I
much.
only curse when I get mad.
Okay, he got on my behind because I get it though, because if these are people who are doing it all the time and like
they're passionate about
they're
their
passionate
path.
about it. Even though I'm passionate about performing, but I did try it and I was like, all right, if I was to put everything else to the side and focus on that,
You don't have to.
I
You
could.
can be like Whitney Houston sung that song. I am every woman.
know, but
It's all in me.
I'm too much of. I got too much. I can't squeeze that one. I could.
You could.
Slide it in there
because that can be something like a take care of me.
Yeah, I
you
be writing my
like a
jokes down.
self-care thing. Laughing is all about self-care.
That's all I do. I have to.
As long
laugh.
as you're not disrespecting the art, I say go for it.
Yeah, I've got like 2 years worth of joke. Like every time something funny happened, I just put it because my life is a joke. So that's what all my stand up was based off of. But it's literally it's a joke. So I'm just let's put this in the book.
I started putting some stuff in my notepad because I
Yeah.
said I'm doing open mic, but then
You should do
somebody
it.
talked me into getting an Android
Okay.
from my iPhone,
Oh.
and my note part didn't switch over.
Ooh.
So now I have to start over.
gotta
When
start
I feel like
over.
something is funny that I said, I put it in my notes section.
There's
now,
this spot called Trixie's. You work out your jokes there. That's where all the new people
Trixie's?
go. Trixie's is
like a trick?
No.
Oh,
With an X. Like tricks is for kids.
I ain't going nowhere with
jokes.
no tricks.
No, not like that. Not like that. Not like that. It's in Hamtramck. It's in Hamtramck. And that's where like all like new people work out their stuff or whatever.
I said I was gonna have it one day at the table talk.
Oh, that'd
I was
be
just gonna come in here and just like it's an open mic. Just do my joke.
So that would be
like,
dope.
who gonna stop me? Ain't nobody in here to boo me.
Ain't nobody here to boo you.
You know, they might boo me in the section, you know, the comment
But
section.
they're over there.
But, you know, I can always go back and delete that. No,
All right. Period.
So tell me, what are you working on now? Because the last time I talked to you, we were passing each other. I think we were able to talk for just a few minutes. I gave you a hug, and you were off to the studio.
Yeah.
Do you got some new music coming soon?
I do. So I'm dropping.
Get it.
I'm coming out with an EP.
Now,
That's why I haven't
what
said
does
that
EP
out
stand
loud.
for?
So I had to Google it myself to see what the
Okay.
difference was. Like, no, but no, it's like just a short version of an album.
Okay.
So it's just
now, what's
like
an MP?
I don't know. What
Okay,
MP is.
I don't want to confuse you.
I
Jen.
don't. Please don't.
I don't
I'm
even know
not.
if that's
I
something
don't
for
know.
real. I just said MP.
I know, right?
You know, I know a CD is.
Like the EP is just like it's like 3 to 6 songs because you know like
Okay.
full albums be having like 10,
Okay,
12.
so it's
We're
like
not doing that.
a short version.
It's a short version.
Yeah, because we all have like attention span
You know what I'm saying?
issues. Because if you come out here with 15, I'm only listening to 2. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
I'm not, and see, I got like a good. I wanted to do
Unless it's 5. Okay.
But I think it may be end up 4. It just depends on how this one song go. But yeah, I got this song called The Big 3. That's the one.
Oh, you talking about? Well, is it now the Big 3 anymore?
It's the
Is it still big? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think got a bit. It's a Big 3 though. It's gonna be. You know, I work at Ford, so it's gonna shake some tables. And some
I'm looking
plants.
forward to that because I used to work for Chrysler, and baby, I promise you, I hated that job.
It's exciting.
With a passion.
Tell her like, yeah, I let her hear it.
I loved it when I worked for the engine plant because
See, a lot of people like
just
that
making the
plant.
engines was cool. And then I was originally in the department where I would test the engine. So, you know, a couple of engines a day, I would take off the line, and I was the only woman, go back there, and I would take apart the engine and put it back together to see if it were, you know, and make sure it was torqued, you know, the screws was torqued right and stuff like that.
Making sure nothing dropped in there, like how I be dropping stuff in there.
I loved it. And then one day, I don't know if I nicked my finger or something, and I asked to go and get a Band-Aid. They moved me out of that department because I said my finger hurt.
And see, that's why.
And that's wrong.
They be trying. They be on you about like not being the person that always go to medical.
That
That's
was my
why
first time.
I don't be wanting to go to medical because I'm always hurting myself. I hurt myself like every other day.
Now, dang that. Let me tell you, when I was when they closed, I think the Mack Engine 1 plant, those people were slated to go out to SHAP. That's the Sterling Heights Assembly plant. They didn't want to go. So we were the last hired. So of course, you know, we work on seniority. So they got to bump us.
Yep.
So they was able to go over there to the cupcake place, and they sent us out there. Baby, you talk about somebody who hate. First of all, we ain't had no windows.
Oh no, not the windows.
We didn't have no air.
Yeah, we ain't got no
Every day, all we could eat is Subway. If you didn't bring no food.
Oh, see, Subway. I don't eat Subway no more. I used to be inside of Detroit Receiving. I used to work there. I worked there for 4 years. I've had Subway since.
And then my fingers would swell up every day like baseball gloves.
My thumb right now is currently swollen. I actually haven't felt my thumbs really in about a year, but it's currently swollen right now. It's very hard on the body. I'm limping.
hard.
Somebody told me I had to forward walk over there because I was limping going in, and I said I'm trying to leave out of here the way I came in here.
Nah, that's impossible.
Oh, my Lord.
I used to come home at night and my hands would be so swollen. I used to lay over the bed and my son would have ice for me to put my hand in.
See, I don't take
That's
care
when
of
I
myself.
said the devil is a lie.
I don't even do that. I don't soak. I don't take good care of myself. So I really don't do I don't soak in nothing. I just live.
You just lay there with the
and
pain.
go. I gotta stop that though because I'm breaking down.
Oh,
but
Lord.
yeah, so
Okay,
y'all
so
gotta
you-
get me out the plants. But so these are the things I'm working on to get me out of there.
And that's why I say, whatever, you're every woman. Anything that your heart desire, do it. Because that might be the open door to you walking up out of that place.
That's true. So the biggest project that
How
I'm
many
working
boyfriends
on.
you got?
None.
What
I ain't got no
husbands?
plant man. None. I ain't got no plant man. I don't. I be flirting.
Ain't
It's just
never
not.
a
It's
little
just one. I
flirt.
be flirting with little lingerie. Hey,
Oh,
lingerie.
my goodness.
That's what I call them. That's what they wear up in there. They be wearing lingerie.
men?
I call jogging pants lingerie.
Lingerie. Oh.
And I'm like, they just be in there just swinging. I'm like, y'all are
Look
trifling.
at you, buddy.
And we looking. So it's a mess, but I flirt with him. I don't care. I'm flirting with him. He flirt back. But I don't got no man up in there.
So let me ask you a question. You do a podcast called Lux Talk.
Yes.
I think that's where I originally met you. When I used to come in to do my podcast, I used to always see you. and she was always glammed up, guys. You know, and I think at the time you had a tumbler.
Yes.
And it was blinged out and stuff like that.
It had my little logo on it and
I was
everything.
like, because I didn't know how to take her in the beginning, because I was like, oh, she looked like she a little bougie, you know, and I was bougie, so I didn't know how to take her bouginess.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I told somebody, I said, go in there and ask her where she get her tumbler made. And they brought her information back to me, and I just heard her talk one day. I said, oh, she cool. She a cool bougie. And I am a cool bougie. I said,
It's
cool
not what
bougie.
it seems. It's not what it appears all the way.
Is that the first thing that you did that, as far as all the extra stuff that you do? So did the podcast launch you to everything else?
No, I'm an actress first, actually.
Okay.
Well, that I got in the business first acting. I've always, so it's weird. So I've always been a creative. Like right now, I'll talk about that in a moment. But I have a movie that's going into production that I wrote. I'm super excited about that.
You got a movie going into production that you wrote.
Yes, I wrote a
And
script.
I have not heard about it. I haven't been given a part, not a talk piece or nothing.
I'll get into those details because there's some logistics there too. It's some logistics with that. However,
That's awesome.
people are starting to like notice that or know that I did write a movie because it was.
CeCe, you dope.
I
don't even know why you be trying to underestimate or just under talk yourself. You dope. Let your dopeness shine.
I'm trying. I do. It's
It's not arrogance. It's not being cocky.
I'm noticing
it's
that.
just you walking in the greatness that God has placed on your life.
You know what it is because when you in this business and people, they try to make you feel like you're not that.
That's because they're not that.
I'm
And
realizing
they want
that
you not to feel like you.
I'm
not
realizing that. So that's what brings me to like the original question. So I started acting first.
Mm-hmm.
I went to school. I was in Henry Ford at the time, and so then my teacher, Dr. Popovich, I don't know if he's still living or not, but he was like, if you think you're about to be a movie star and go to New York without training, you're as good as dead. I thought that's what they did. I thought the actors like, no, we're gonna go. You're gonna get discovered. And that's it. So I started taking training in Michigan Acting Studio. Boo boo. So I've been acting consistently since 2011.
Okay.
But nothing before Tubi matters. That's what they say.
The devil is a lie.
You hear me?
Preparation before Tubi, it does matter.
So when all the things I've done, and then if you be like, oh, what's on Tubi? I'm just like, especially, so I took a break. So let me say that. I don't want to talk all over.
So you wasn't a DSA girl.
No, I wasn't a DSA girl. So I felt in my mind, in my heart and soul, I went to Southfield High.
Okay.
I thought that I didn't need everything because I went to Southfield. Everybody have a beloved teacher, God rest her soul, Miss Perriman.
Yep.
And me and Miss Perriman didn't get along.
Oh God.
No shade, and I don't want to.
She was the sweetest person ever.
To
yeah,
everyone
okay,
else.
Amen.
And
Amen.
honestly, I haven't talked about this publicly, but I knew one day I'm going to say something because I think it's actually important to my story.
Okay.
I finagled and finessed my way into her class because I was so gung-ho on taking an acting class in high school. And so it was 11th grade, and I was so excited. And she just wasn't the nicest, right? Also,
Was she not the nicest, or she was just stern?
no, she wasn't.
And she meant business.
Not she had her favorites.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like
That's
I don't
most
want to
teachers.
disrespect, the dad or nothing like that, but
Yeah.
it's my experience, and
Yeah.
I didn't have a pleasant experience. It shifted. I think when I was working with my aunt in New York, she had a magazine at the time with Vivica Fox. It was short-lived, but it was a magazine. Tyra Banks was on the cover, Kamora Lee Sim was on the cover, Vivica was on the first cover. And so I would help her with like interview questions for celebrities because I knew all the gossip or whatever. So when she mentioned Vivica, I was like 16, 17, and then she mentioned Vivica Fox, and I had like, oh, my auntie, this, that, and the third. And I think just the idea of me just knowing anything, I don't know, maybe that was something, but she just really wasn't. It was always something put off with our energy at the time. I didn't understand energy back then.
Yeah.
But in conjunction with my experience with her class, I had an English teacher who was telling me I needed to pick something more realistic other than, she told me I was too big to be a model and acting wasn't realistic. So I'm like 16 and I'm just like, girl, who you talking to?
I know
like,
that's right.
My confidence back then was just on another level. But my mom had to get involved because they're like, you just can't tell a child to pick something else or whatever like that. So I say all that to say I didn't have a lot of guidance. So I really didn't understand. So I'm just like, well, I don't need none of this. I'm just going to be a star anyway. So I don't have to What is high school plays? It's not going to do anything for my resume in New York. I later actually ended up seeing Miss Pyramid again, which is why I feel the way I feel, because she was exactly the same when I saw her in 2018.
Wow.
Mean
Wow.
as hell, but everybody had a great. Other people have great experiences with her, so that's cool for them. I don't want to, pee all over their experiences or whatever.
Yeah.
I wish that I would have learned a lot of things a little early on, and I just didn't have no guidance. So I was actually maneuvering on my own. So
do you think that in retrospect that a lot of people just respected what she placed inside of them versus who she was and how she portrayed herself to be?
I would say
because I'm sure other people probably felt the same way.
Oh no, it's a tribe of us.
Yeah,
but it's a tribe. But even the ones that worked with her and they have those experiences, I think for me, that was, if I look back, that was an early experience of me having to just navigate. People gonna be who they are. Yeah. You could just, it just made me want to kind of go a little harder. Yeah. It kind of made me want. I feel like I have to prove myself a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And also it kind of placed, I think, a slight insecurity in me a little bit. That's like, well, dang, what's wrong with me type of thing. But I didn't look at it like that at the time because I was young. But honestly, that was just the beginning of me not having guidance and not knowing what I was doing.
But did it stump you for a second?
No,
when
not
when one of the teachers I heard
no,
you say
no, at all. Not
okay.
The teacher, not at that time. And that was, that's why I said my confidence at the time was on a different level, because you was not going to convince me that I wanted to be a model, American Next Top Model. And I had friends telling me I wasn't going to do that. I heard celebrities say in biographies, people tell them that you're not going to be this. I never thought that was that's people tell you that you're not going to be that.
Oh, absolutely.
So you couldn't tell me nothing. I ended up actually seeing the other teacher that told me to pick something more realistic. I ended up seeing her when I was 26, and she was just like, "Oh, Cecily, how are you? What are you doing?"
You should have said, "Check out my movie."
I was so loud. My boyfriend at the time was like, "Why are you so loud?" I was just like, it just came out that way. But I got movies. So acting for consistently, I took classes. I started doing my showcases. Back then, we didn't have Facebook groups, so it wasn't easy to find acting. You had to go on the websites or newspaper clippings or word of mouth stuff. It was y'all too, but y'all don't know nothing. Y'all, let me learn y'all something. It's a little different. I'm looking at the TV.
She said, "Let me learn y'all something."
We used to go to.
That's my grandma.
Let me learn. So we used to drive to Flint for auditions, carpooling. I was in the trenches, and so it slowed down. Life got in the way, so I took a break. So when I took my break, I was still acting here and there, but I wasn't necessarily in the community, because even back then, I didn't feel like I was a part of any circles. I knew people, but it still people was gatekeeping in Detroit then.
Oh, people are always going to gatekeep.
I see that now.
Gatekeep now.
I see that now.
That's why you see most of the same people.
Right. And that's how it was back then. I'm just nobody was taking me serious. And then my personality kind of gets in the way, apparently, because they see me. I'm cool. I'm bubbly.
I was going to say, you're really bubbly.
I am. And so that, and then I got a chest. So nobody takes me serious. And they just kind of look past what I'm trying to do.
What does your chest have to do with taking you serious?
Because at the time, back in the day, I would have males that would not be taking me serious. I have to wear hoodies sometime to class so they can just focus.
Their eyes is always somewhere else and stuff.
And they're not listening to what I'm saying or whatever. He actually apologized to me, because I took his class for a whole year. He just oh, you know what? This is my first time really realizing you really got something, nigga. I've been taking your class.
Now, did you see someone in one of the films or sitcoms that sparked that I want to be an actor?
So
did you see a model that you said, "Oh my God, I want to be like her"?
Here's the thing. I was thinking about this in recent time, and I feel like when I was little, my mom used to have videotapes of everybody. That's why I'm musically inclined. VHSs. Everybody heard my favorite VHS had Vanity 6 Nasty Girl. It was the first video that came on, but everybody was on there. I think what I saw, music artists was in movies, and actors was in it was a crossover, a Whitney Houston Bodyguard, because I was 92, so I was watching things what my mom was watching. So I'm she's a singer and she's acting, so I think, and then Tina Turner, what love got to do with it, and then Michael Jackson. So I saw a lot of acting with music a lot. So I was in love with both music and acting. So I think that me just acting out things. I was creating my own stories as a little kid. I was doing what I'm doing now as a kid.
What was one of the first parts that you played in high school?
I didn't do it in high school.
You didn't do any?
Oh, I was big-headed. No. After that experience, I was just like, oh, I ain't auditioning.
Did you do
for
any
shit.
rapping? Did you do any singing?
No. So I play rap. And sing it. So the funny thing is, okay, so in middle school I had my own record company.
I love it.
In my bedroom called No Deal Productions, because in my mind, me and my best friend could not get a deal, and so
that's funny.
And we had made music. I had my little Casio. Is how you pronounce it? The keyboard. I'm talking. I was in there. I was Berry Gordy. Okay, I was Brandy Gordy.
You sound like you was Suge Knight.
And that too. I'm in there like literally. Since I was little. I've had my own talk show. I was the Breakfast Club before the Breakfast Club. I had like a little Go DJ little thing. I was the host, the guest, and the co-host. I have I'm documented. Like I'm telling y'all, I wasn't a normal kid. My Barbie dolls had soap operas, all of that. So music, I played around, but I always felt like. I seen people like a Tyra or Brandy is probably the biggest inspiration though.
Okay.
Because Brandy had the talk show. She's doing music. She had the
I'm
Barbie
watching
dolls.
her stuff now. I started back at season 1, episode 1.
I love that.
So I think I'm on season 2.
The first 3 seasons like the best seasons.
Yeah.
But I think with me being influenced by TV, everybody was doing everything, and I wanted to do everything.
For anybody who don't know what we talking about as far as episodes, check out Moesha. It's on Netflix. But go ahead.
Who everybody said when I was little, I was her twin. Like I had little kids who think I was Brandy when I had braids. Like that, I used to get Brandy all the time up until I was like early 20s. But so that's kind of I was looking to people like that.
Okay.
But the music didn't come like. I wasn't taking it serious, but acting was my thing because I said, all right, I'm a model and I'm an act. That's going to open the doors for me to have a talk show because I was looking at Tyra. Yes, shout out to Oprah. Oprah's cool. But as younger, it was Tyra because Tyra had at the time America's Next Top Model. Her talk show was popping back then, and Tyra had always been in movies. She had her. You don't remember that, the Tyra Banks show?
Very vaguely.
It was for a couple of the Tyra Banks show.
Oh, yeah, but she wasn't good.
It was, but you can't tell a teenager that because she was. To us, look, listen. Now, looking back, it was good. A lot of problematic episodes, granted. But back then, Tyra was the girl who was doing everything that I wanted to do. Who?
Sally Jesse Raphael.
Oh, sweetie. Sally, Jenny, and Ricky Lake.
Ricky Lake was my girl, too.
Okay. And then I got introduced to Wendy Williams.
I swear for Lord, when I was young, I was a kind of a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
So, my children's dad used to call every day, throughout his work day. And he used to be like, what you doing and this and that. I'm always watching the talk shows. Always. So one day he was like, let me talk to the baby. He's talking to the baby. And he told me something, what your mama doing? You know how they always try to get something out the kids? I ain't got nobody over.
Right.
All that in my business. He said, she watching Sally Jesse Raphael.
Not the whole name.
I was like,
screaming.
Give me that phone.
Okay, and Montel Williams and what's with the mustache? It's already R. It was the guy. He had the black.
He had a thick mustache.
Yeah, it's not Ralph or Raffy. It's something with an R.
Okay,
I watched. So the thing is, I was TV influenced.
Okay,
but I wanted to do all of those things. I was creating my own stuff at home and stuff. So. Because in high school I didn't get it, I didn't audition because I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, I don't need this. I'm about to be a star. What y'all talking about?
You thought they was beneath you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did. I did. Okay. No shade, especially when I feel like I wasn't accepted. Okay. So then I'm just like, what are y'all talking? I was just trying to help y'all. Anyways, so then acting, did it for years. I was, I had my first feature film. It was called Odin Rose, a horror film. It was in 2014. And I was just doing something.
Give me a list of everything that you've been in so far when it comes to movies.
Oh,
or the ones that you can remember.
Toxicity, that's on Amazon Prime. I had a scene in there.
Was you in Captured or no?
I'm in Captured. That's the latest one. So the newer stuff, right? Because nothing before Tubi matters. So here we go. This is the stuff that y'all can find. Because back then you can't find all of our stuff or whatever. But I'm in Captured. That's on Tubi right now. I think it's on the most popular drama. That's my most.
She sounded like what Cat Williams was talking about, where he said. You can't find Cedric the Entertainer stuff nowhere, not even on Tubi.
You can't find none of my old stuff, okay? You can't find none of that old stuff. I'm trying to tell y'all.
So you got
Captured. That's the one I'm in the most.
Okay.
Always Consequences 1 and 2. Y'all try to play us on that, but whatever, because there's a hierarchy in Tubi, but whatever. I was cute. Shout out to Brittany Chanel. Hey, girl. She in it too. So 1 and 2, Always Consequences. I'm on the cover of 2. We got, Queen Kings with Tragan is like the one. I have one scene in there.
Okay.
And everybody in the world has seen me in this scene. That's how people at the job found out about me acting, because I didn't say shit to nobody. And now they call me Miss Tubi because of that
God.
scene. I'm sure it's a couple of others I can't think of right now that
Okay,
people
but
did
listen,
I know,
resume
it's too
is so
much.
extensive.
But
so
wait.
because we gotta condense
I gotta get you to the Let's
because-
Talk.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we ain't got there yet.
Okay, yeah, let me get there. Okay, I'm gonna get there fast. Okay, that's what I tell you every clock. Okay, yeah, cut me off. Okay, thank you. Boom. When I took my break, the podcast, I was on somebody else's podcast.
Okay.
Everybody, I'm new
Meaning
to podcast.
a co-host or
yeah,
just
it
coming
was
as a
with
guest?
guys. I was on
Okay.
there with 3 other guys.
Okay.
And it was cool at first, but everybody agreed with everybody. I could tell one guy wanted to agree with me sometimes, but it didn't work out. The show actually went to shit on live. I actually have that video.
Oh, God.
And so it was a sinking ship. I saw it because the host was rude. He will always refer to women as bitches unnecessarily. And then people wanted to support me, but they didn't like him. So I was thinking like, well, he pays studio time. I could pay studio time. I could have my own show because I'm new to this podcasting. So I'm just like, people have been telling me to have my own show for years. Let me try this. Boom. I did it. Came up with the name. I call myself Lux. That's my going out name.
But did you have another name?
No.
Okay, was you trying to change the name?
I was.
Okay, I was say I know I heard another name.
I said CeCe's Playground.
Something.
That was short lived.
Is that?
That didn't come. That was very short lived. I said that, but I've been going by Lux Talk, so we've been doing it since
No, because
2019.
I think the young man that used to come on your show, I don't know if he was a co-host or not. You wanted to change your name so bad, and he kept telling you it was the dumbest thing.
Oh yeah,
ever.
he was. Yeah.
Y'all
Shout out
used
to
to
Early
argue-
Mac.
Y'all used to argue about.
Actually, Early Mac he's been on my show twice. Once in the old studio and once here.
Yep.
And that is not. He started off the show like that.
You're
like,
right,
so
he
why
sure
is it
did.
still called Lux Talk?
Within
But
the first few minutes.
I understand what he was trying to say, but this is what I say. Like, yeah, it made. I don't think everybody don't look at Lux Talk like, oh, she must about to be talking about luxury, fine things. But even if you do, luxury is what you make it. Because Lux is short for luxury. So I don't give a damn what it look like on the outside, because that's what I think of the aesthetics. I got in my head about that. Lux Talk is me. Plus, it's a play on word, like Let's Talk.
Yeah.
And Lux was just like my nickname I gave myself
love
back
it.
in the day.
I love
So
it.
that's why it's called that. So I just love
Everybody
the
got
name.
Let's.
Right?
You know?
And it's like Lux Talk. It just flow. And I'm just like, I've been doing it for so long consistently. I was for a few years before I kind of wavered a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how that came about. People actually know me more for the podcast. So people forgot about the acting. So I got back because now we have Tubi. This is new.
Yeah.
So 2022 was my pop out year. I got more into auditions again, doing more movies. That's when I found out, it's gatekeeping. Y'all doing the same shit. All right, cool. And then I started rapping, TV. And I started finding out the things. And I said, oh, y'all the same. Okay. People, it's a hierarchy in Tubi. I see that. All right, cool. Everybody, it don't matter if you're trained because they don't care. That's what I find out. So there's that. Okay.
So you went from the podcast, then you went on hiatus again.
I did. Well, I was in 2022. I did 2021. I lost friends.
Okay.
2 of my friends passed away back to back.
Oh, that's right. You was going through a rough.
So I took a little break, but that was before I got here to this studio.
Mm-hmm.
So then, top of 22 is when I came here, and I was consistent for a few months until we started filming Captured. And then it's just like life got in the way. I had money, bills, and I'm working multiple jobs trying to stay alive, and got to pay for studio and stuff like that. So it was a lot going on. So just trying to figure it out. But we coming back. I came back for
coming back strong.
I'm coming back next month. Like I had to you got to get yourself together because sometimes you be scared that you're gonna miss out on the action. Yeah. Especially I'm a little older now. Okay. I'm a little.
So you talking about with the filming?
Everything.
Okay.
No, well, yeah, but whatever you want to do, you feel like if I'm not consistent and if I go away,
somebody else gonna come in,
and then you'll be forgotten, or it's just like, no, it's gonna be there. You're not gonna be good to anybody for any production or anything that you're doing if you don't get your mental together. And that's what happened with me. Like 2021, I lost a few people, and I had accidents. Life 2022, it was like my recovery year.
Okay.
So it was like I got more into my career, but I pushed everything that I was feeling to the side.
Okay.
2023, it was like, oh no, you gotta mourn this, and that,
Yeah.
and it set me down too many times last year.
Yeah.
Y'all know that. So I'm just like, okay, I have to feel it because I wasn't trying to feel it before. I was busy. I was working. I'm hot. And
I was just saying that today. I was telling my girl Tia, I said, we were talking about one of my books, Life Happens, and I was telling her, for the most part, a lot of times we keep ourselves so busy where we don't have the time to deal with what's really going on in our life, and the more stuff we add, the less time we have to really think about what's really happening. And what you end up doing is you work yourself so tiredly that you just fall asleep when you get home.
Well, unfortunately, what happened to me, I found this out when I was on a cruise because I had been working so much back to back. And that's how I knew to keep afloat. Because if I sit still, I'm going to think. And if I think, I'm going to get sad, I'm going to get quiet, and I'm going to cry, and I'm not going to get nothing done.
Yeah.
And I got on a cruise. Me and my best friend scraped everything to get on this cruise. I didn't think about it like, damn, I'm going to be sitting still for a minute. I'm not moving. And my best friend got sick for 3 days on a cruise. So I'm by myself walking around and I'm thinking about everything. And I said, oh, shit.
And then you off that water.
You off that water?
I'm telling you, that water
Baby.
does something to you. Right before the pandemic, it was so much going on. I said, I got to get away. I went and went on to Miami, Florida, and I got this beautiful, beautiful hotel. And I told myself, I'm getting away, and all I want to do is just talk to God. I don't want an agenda. I don't want anything. Like, it was like 6 or 7 of us supposed to go. And as we got closer and closer to the trip, people was like, man, I can't go because I really can't afford it and this and that or whatever. It got down to 3 people. And I was like, y'all come on. They kept complaining about money. I said, I got you. I'm paying for everybody. Right. Just bring you some spending money. So I was like, I got your hotel. I got your plane. Just bring some, some spending money. And I'm still hearing God tell me, I'm trying to get with you by yourself and you trying to bring people along.
Okay.
So I told God, I said, okay, if you really want me to do this by myself, I said, let one of my friends call and, give me whatever excuse or whatever. Soon as I said that, the phone rung, and my friend was like, I don't know if I want to, if I can go because I really don't have the money. And I went to go fix my mouth to tell them, I got you. And God was like, shut up.
No, I just told you.
And at that moment, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I said, well, I'll catch you on the next trip. Then the other 2 called and was like, no, I'm not going to be able to go. I said, Lord, I know you lying.
I know you lying.
I ain't never been out of town by myself.
Okay,
I
now
said,
with
I know you
the way the ID channel set up, I'd be scared.
Right. Exactly. So when I got there, I told God, I said, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up early in the morning and I'm just going to go sit on a beach before people get there, and I'm just going to pray and just, spend some time with you. Girl, the first morning I woke up, the sun, you could see it coming off, glistening off the water. And I was like, I'm just going to get me some more sleep. And God was like, get up. You're supposed to be here for me. Girl, I got up. I ran to that beach. Yeah. I just sat there. I put me out one of the little chairs. I was the only person. I'm looking, because we've seen some movies where you be on a beach and somebody come behind
the killer out there.
I'm looking back and forth.
Jason Voorhees out there.
So I just started reading my Bible, and then I started praying. The floodgates out of nowhere. Tears just for no reason. Tears just started falling. And I was like,
see, you got to listen to God.
Come on, God. And I'm wiping myself. I'm doing my head back and forth trying to. And I felt like, I really felt like I was fragmented at that moment. Because I'm like, why are you trying to stop yourself from crying? And ain't nobody on the beach but you.
See there. See.
God and then God just started speaking to me. I was looking at that water, and God was saying, do you see anything in that water?
What does voice sound like when he said it to you?
It sound like
I be trying to look.
It depends because when God speak to you, it can sound like your favorite pastor. Know? It can sound. It's like a soft. It's like a still voice.
See, that's where I struggle with. Sometimes I never know if it's God, right? So because of that,
He can use the person's voice who you really respect.
that's true. So I had to realize that, but before I'm hard-headed,
Yeah.
so God
Yeah, I
tends
was
to meet me
hard-headed.
where I'm at.
Yep.
So
He
because
has
if
to.
I'm dramatic, he's going to dramatic.
Yep.
God will sit me down, and it's my hair. Oh, God will sit me. He sits me down in the dramatic of ways because I was warned several times in 2021 to sit down. You moving too much.
Mm-hmm.
You're always in the car. You're always on the go. My best friend, he's spiritually gifted, so he has the sight. But he had a dream, and he's telling me like, "Hey, why don't you sit down for a minute? Because you need to this be your silent season."
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I just started popping back. I had took pictures with Da Vinci from BMF, Rotimi from Power. I was just getting back on set. Like, what are you talking about? I sat down for a weekend. Child, please. A month later, I was in a car accident. And I got into a car accident thinking about the day because I was in survival mode. I had just lost my job, and I'm thinking about like in the next couple of days, like, okay, what I'm gonna do to make money this day. I was doing too much at one time, headed to an audition that I said I did not want to go to, but decided to go anyway. Boom, got hit. So I'm like, I said that to say like, I be getting signs, but I don't sit still enough to listen. While I was still trying to get in the car the next day.
I'm glad, but you know what? I'm glad you say that because a lot of us struggle with just having intimate time with ourselves, quiet time. You know, we pray a lot, you know, especially black people. We just pray sometimes. We don't even know we praying.
Okay.
You know, we trying to figure the smallest thing out. Lord, come on now. You know what I'm saying? That's a form of prayer. Like, Lord, what am I supposed to do? That's a form of prayer.
Or when things
And
are
then when
against you,
we
listen.
say that,
Yeah.
but then we don't sit still after, you know, after we say that, we don't sit still and wait for God to answer us. But we do that in regular relationships.
We do.
And then we get mad,
Yep.
you know, because we say, well, you don't know how to communicate. Why? You ain't listening anyway. Because you're going to say what you got to say and you're going to be moved. Wait, I don't want to even jump off there because we going there.
Okay.
We got to go back and pay some bills real quick, and we're going to be right back because we need to talk about her rap career. We need to talk about her being an entrepreneur, and then we just going to get into some life stuff, okay? We're going to talk about you men's. It's Women's International Month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about y'all.
We're going to talk about you, but that don't mean we're going to dog you. You know, we just going to have the
Thank you a
conversation.
little bit.
just a little bit. We'll be right back.
Hey, Cobra got a hit.
True life. Full life. Woo. Your life. Yeah. Shit, glow. Mob life. Your life. I bet my new flex gon' cut deep. Shit. I bet my new flex gon' cut deep. I bet it is. Preview up. I bet my new flex gon' cut deep. All the faggot ass bitches that betrayed me. All them punk ass niggas wasn't loyal. I stood my own ground, nigga, I'm so royal. One thing about niggas, you can give them all you got and they're still a hate. You can give them all you got and they're still a taste. I been so motherfucking real, nigga, I was blind. I been so motherfucking real through these dollar signs. I found out and a reward for a real nigga. Stand up down the road in the field, nigga. And ain't no love for these bitches cause they come to play. That's why I gotta go hard cause I ain't tryna play. My new flex cut deep. Woo. Shit. I bet my new flex cut deep. I know it. Shit. I bet my new flex cut deep. I bet my new flex cut deep. I bet my new flex cut deep. All these diamonds on my neck, they enticing. Got a bad bitch with me tryna ride, but I want it from the back, she's so tight. Try to tell my old hoe what's the glow, babe. And any bitch will come around, shit, they gotta pay. How you think I found you? Somebody made a way. And I ain't never had a hand, I had to make a way. It's the fucker with the white at the Labor Day. And you can get it right now, how much you tryna pay? And if you got a day job, just a half pay. Hit it with it too, and baby, you be out the way. What you say? I bet my new flex cut deep. It is. Shit, you got it. I bet my new flex cut deep. Motherfucker. I bet my new flex cut deep. I bet my new flex gon' cut deep. You gotta know.
We back. So listen, we want to jump on into when did you start rapping?
I was door dashing in 2022. Random. That's a real quick story.
Was somebody in the car when you started rapping?
No, I heard a beat, the Glorilla and Cardi B or whatever, and then I'm always rapping a bar.
Okay.
Even if it's in Spanish 1 to 10. I'm always like, I'm going to rap 1 to 10 in Spanish for sure. But I'm always like saying something like playing around. But then I'm like, at this time, female rappers are like really popping.
Give us something real quick. 15 seconds.
15 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. CeCe with the titties, that's how we kicking this shit off. I need some space to kick off my shoes to stick this shit off. Let me talk my shit. Bring them bitches to the front. Sagittarius, I'm rolling down my sleeve because I get blunt. Okay.
Hey,
That's a little taste. That little taste. Period. Okay. But Tyler did that. Are you bitch? Okay, never mind. Okay. But it was therapeutic though. It was just something. Female rappers are coming up, so
yeah.
I was like, everybody rapping. Let me try to rap.
Yeah.
Because I had said I ain't got it out the mud, but I got out of glitter. It was a joke with whoever I was talking to, because I always said my struggle cute. Mm-hmm. I ain't got it out no mud. It's out of glitter, but it's a struggle.
Everybody don't got to get it out the mud.
Exactly.
Now.
See,
somebody else in Trailblaze, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I have my life is struggle.
I can't even get the word out. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it ain't no mud though. It's glitter. And when I said
glitter.
that, I said like nigga thought they killed my self-esteem, but they ain't put the trigger. Then I was like, then I started going, and I was like, let me put this in my notes. And so then I made up a whole rap, and it just took off from there. And everybody didn't take me serious, of course, because I'm silly on Facebook.
It's something that you do that I absolutely, every time I see it, it cracks me up.
What?
When you do the, it's like you're talking to God.
The
about
CeCe Guardian Angels?
The Guardian Angels.
I got to bring that back. Everybody, a lot of people ask me.
I absolutely love that. What part would you on when you finished?
With the, 8.
Your part 8?
Episode 8. Left off that, it's the pregnancy scare. What people don't understand is every single episode is very accurate. Every content, everything is accurate. That's why my ex got upset. I said, well, stop giving me material to work with. But
you guys have to go on her page and go and look at all the Guardian Angels.
It's on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. It's on the
episodes. They are hilarious. I'm like, where did she come up with this stuff?
It was a joke because the first episode, I was going by too many names. Okay. I was CeCe. I just transitioned to CeCe in 2022, in which I feel is catchier. People remember it easy.
Yeah.
And then there's the CeCe Badass the rapper. Look, so it was a joke. I'm like, God, I was like, Lord, the angels getting confused. They don't know who to bless.
Right.
Because I keep switching the names. They don't know who we talking about. And it came a life of its own. So I just make my life out of content. I kind of do my own thing. I realize I'm different from everybody. Mm-hmm. And that's okay.
That's cool.
And it's just like, you're not going to get support from everybody. You're not the same. And I'm not supposed to be. I'm exactly who I was when I was little. Yeah. I'm just finding and making my way. So the rapping thing is very fun. It's therapeutic. I get to talk my shit because people be trying to stunt on me. I have men a lot of times, like I've had people right now that's like call themselves friends, but they're negative. Yeah. They tell me I need to tone it down. They're better than me than everything. And who do I think? Like it's a thing right now, like with people.
Yeah, let's start talking about that because lately I can't. I just can't. You know, it's just I don't know where our society has taken us. Mm-hmm. When it comes to women like yourself and myself, sometimes we have a lot on our plate. We're doing a lot, and we're trying to just do what we have to do and what we can do. You know what I'm saying? To be all that God has called us to be. Mm-hmm. Do you find that you get more pushback from women or men?
Wait. Men out loud.
Okay.
Women's on the low. I think it's a little bit like when you say pushback, you mean as far as like more hate?
Like haters, just hating for no reason.
It's both actually. It's actually both. And the women, women is more so like people around me actually.
How does that affect you? Or does it affect you?
It did. It don't anymore. It did at one point because a lot of times the people that's hating on you are people that's mad at themselves as friends. Yeah. And as I attract everybody, and everybody's not good for me. So it's hard to take that. And when you realize, like we was talking earlier, I think we was off air though, but when you realize people, they see something in you they're not or they can't do, mm-hmm. they feel a way about it, and they try to get you to humble. People have the habit of wanting to humble me a lot. Work, friendships, career.
Oh, I get that so much.
And I realize that.
But I get it a lot from men.
It's a lot. It's a lot from. It's like
you can't teach me.
Men are more vocal with it.
You're not my daddy. You can't teach me a lesson.
Oh, they don't like the flipping of the hair or me feeling confident or me knowing what I want. They give me pushback on every single thing. Well, who do you think you are to have this or being this or that? So it was affecting me at one point because I'm like, I'm the coolest person. I'm more humble than
But you used to be?
more humble than I should be, actually.
Okay.
I feel like I've always actually been humble. This is probably like the most I've talked my shit because now I'm more I lost my confidence for a moment in a relationship that I was in and just the way my life was going and things was changing. So when I got my titties back, I want to say balls, I ain't got the balls. But when I got my like that I had to get my mojo back. I had to get stripped down.
You had plastic surgery?
No, I wish. This ain't real. No, they be like, get your balls back. Okay. So I ain't got balls. Okay. But when life had to strip me down, I'm who I was when my younger self, like 3.0. Okay. So when you get confident and you really secure in what you are and what you do, I had to realize like I can't expect people who don't know what greatness is. I can't expect them to see greatness in me. So when they do that and they act like that,
know what greatness is, but they want you to down your shine so they can shine.
They do, or they just feel like it's weird. But you know what? You got to push past that. And you honestly, Kanye didn't teach y'all nothing. In the midst of his crazy, he taught you. You have to believe in yourself, and I'm a firm believer in that because people will follow. You can't just let it get to you, and it did get to me only because. Again, when I told you I didn't have that support when I was in high school or everywhere I go, I feel like nobody wants to really help. Yeah. Or when they do try to help, it's something that's trying to diminish you. Yeah. So you got to push past the hate. People are going to feel away.
Do you feel heard at times?
No, which is why I'm probably loud.
So you feel like you got to get your thought across. You got to get your point across.
I do.
Do you feel like people
people don't
cut you off or they diminish your thought process?
They try.
Or
but here's the thing about me. I am. Nobody likes when I say this. I say I have a high level of intelligence that everybody doesn't possess. However, I am able to. I speak well. I make sense. And I see both sides of the coins, and I always say this, I'm not always right, but I'm almost never wrong. And that's not to say that I'm never wrong, but a lot of times people, I think,
they want me to deliver it the way that they would want you to deliver it.
They don't like when I'm right. That's the problem with people. I had an incident yesterday at work with my friend, but it's just they have a habit of, I think it's just my aura. I think it's a combination of me. Okay. And it's just like, how dare she? Yeah. So they try to they can't cut me off. You can't talk circles around me. Yeah. You're not going to do that. And I think that maybe how I talk may come off as arrogance only because they don't like to be wrong when it comes to situations. But I'm always going to be heard. People always try to be, we'll get to you. No, I kick down doors. The one thing
I just don't do, and I find myself recently, I found myself saying, what is going on with the whole respect thing when it comes to women? You know, we have a lot of men that I don't know if they want to be women. Yeah. I don't know if they want to be the bad, of the day. I don't know what it is, but the total disrespect and disregard that men take women through, the dragging, I just don't. I can't get with it. Before I was really, I laugh with people. I let stuff slide. But when I'm done, I'm done.
But they act like women.
I can't do the disrespect.
And it's disrespect to the point. Like I'm dealing with someone at work right now where someone they think that I think that I'm above, and I don't say anything. I've never actually said anything to that point. I'm noticing
because they see you above them, and so they put that out
there. They put that out there. That's a narrative. But what it is, when they see you walking and bouncing around, hey y'all, confident, whatever like that, and who I am is going to get attention. People don't realize this or notice about me, and this is back to your point. I have anxiety, right? Yeah. So I actually get nervous. I actually don't like when people stare at me. Okay. It makes me nervous. However, I'm an actress, and I also can't help but to be me. Okay. Being me garners attention. I just can't help it. So therefore, when you're like that and you're a people magnet, other people feel a way about it. So they try to knock you down. People are always poking at me, especially men though. Men do it, that's the most. They'll poke at you, try to get a rise out of you, everything. And I'm just like, what is the problem? And I'm realizing, like, some of them that treat me like trash, try to treat me like trash at work because they want to humble me because they see the attention that I'm getting or what I'm doing outside of work, or
maybe the attention they're used to getting and now someone else
that, or I'm not giving them the attention that they want.
Yep.
That, but it's just like men, but in a sense they're acting like females. That's what females like tend to do.
Someone told me yesterday, and I want to hear your thought process on this.
Okay.
Someone told me yesterday, because I'm single. I'm single by choice. I don't. A lot of times people don't understand, like, why are you single? You know, you can't get a man. I'm single by choice. I have so many men who want to be with me.
Talk your stuff.
My text messages, my inbox.
She said the DMs is
You
flooded.
know what I'm saying? No,
Okay.
honestly.
I believe it. Overflow.
I get to pick and choose who I want to be with. You know what I'm saying? The Bible does say he that finds a wife, but I have to agree with that. Ooh. And I'm not in agreement with a lot of the foolishness that's out here. So I choose to be single.
Right.
And one, a young man, I was talking to him yesterday, and he made a statement. He said, "You so busy." You know what I'm saying? I can't remember the exact words. He was like, "You single because you're too busy."
Ooh, I heard that one.
I said, and I told him, I said, "I'm not single because I'm too busy." You know, that's all the perspective. You know, I'm busy because I am single. Now, when I have a man or
That's
I have a
coming
husband, my whole thought process, the trajectory of how I do stuff will change. I don't have any young kids. I don't
like that. So why do they take how you are as single and try to apply that to how you would be in a relationship?
I've never had a man that had an issue with me in a relationship, or how I treat him, how I represented myself. I've always respected the men that were in my life. I never had an issue. That's why every last one of them, every single last one of them want to come back.
Okay.
Every single last one of them. I can show you text messages where I have men begging me, you know. So I don't have an issue, but my only issue is I don't deal with foolishness. I'll give you an inch, but if you take a mile, I'm done.
Cause we don't have time like that. You gotta keep.
I'm
it
on the
moving.
back end of my life.
You know, I know men don't like when you say that. You say you got more tomorrows than yesterdays. What was that? D.I.C.O. I heard him say that on stand up.
I'm on the back end.
Men don't like it when you even say things like that. Like, you know, when a guy is asking me recently, do you, was it you, like, you know, what happened in relationships? Why is it so hard for people to realize, like, it's just not me? Because if it was me, they wouldn't even be wanting to come back. I know I wasn't a problem. It just so happens I'm just not the problem.
They always think that the woman
you
is the
picked
issue.
them. Well, I also left. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? But to your point, I've had that happen to me before, where guys like, "Oh, you always busy," but you're calling me 4:00 in the afternoon, asking me what I'm doing, and thinking what you thought I wasn't going to be doing anything, or I was just going to drop. If you want to make plans, if you want to see me, communicate that and say that. A lot of times, men, most of the time, that's what I'm running into. They can't communicate.
I do everybody the same way.
I'm busy.
My godmother's birthday was this past week. Her birthday is the day before my son's. And that's my spiritual mother, my godmother. And, you know, a couple of days before today, she was like, "Oh, I'm having a birthday brunch. I want you there." I said, "Well, I'm delivering food boxes to the seniors. I can't be there."
Right.
And she was like, "Not even for your mother?" I said, "Not for nobody. You have to respect my
You have
time
to
just
respect-
like
I was
you
about to say,
want me
you
to
have to
respect
respect.
yours.
And you can't get
I'm not
mad.
going to drop stuff at the last minute for nobody.
But you can't get
unless
mad
I want
also.
to. You know what I'm saying? When you want me to do something.
I can see if I ask you at the last
I
minute.
respect your
but
time,
you have
respect
to
mine.
But you have to respect your answer, too, because understand
And she
you
just
asked
laughed
me at
because
the
she was
last
like,
minute.
I'm sure she was like, I know she clutched her pearls.
But you had to probably also coming from putting your foot down, too, because I used to be a
Because
person
I
that
always
used
would
to say,
drop
"Oh,
my
yes."
stuff
I used to
and
do
do
that.
it. I don't do that
They
anymore.
can't take the
I had to put
change.
something on Facebook yesterday because I've had text messages and calls. I've had people tell other people that they're mad at me because I don't get to spend the time with them that they're so used to Carmen being there. I'm there for everybody.
That's me.
I'm not in that season anymore.
I just had
That
a blow
season
up with one
have
of my
long
friends.
passed.
I just had a blow up with one of my friends the other day. I'm tired.
Listen, if you want to spend time with me,
Call me.
if you want to go out to lunch, you want to go out to dinner, you just want to see me, I have to pencil you in.
I can't overexert myself from everybody, and I've done that.
I'm in school full time. I'm in my doctoral program. I'm writing a dissertation.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? I work full time. I am a director of security. I am a child advocate for the Wayne County foster care courts.
She got Detroit.
I am a podcaster. You know what I'm saying? I am a business owner. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get my counseling business up. I can't be everything to everybody.
I just feel like if they can't understand where you are right
That's
now,
selfishness.
Then that's just on them. I wasn't selfish enough in my life, actually, which is why I told my friends 2 years ago, especially when my friends had passed away. That's when I didn't have nothing else to give, because I'm like, I done gave it all away to y'all, and it's just I can't do it no more. I said I've given you guys the best friendship of me.
I have, and I'm learning. I'm not doing no more than what other people do now. From now on,
there we go.
Period.
I'm not about to call my friends when I do get I have my car for a minute, so I'll use my grandma's car. I try to call some other friends like, hey, I got the car this week. I'm trying to see y'all. I have to think like I'm the one that's actually alone. I'm the one that's doing. I'm the one that has all this on me.
How
and
was
I'm
your
trying
dating
to see
life?
you guys trash,
baby.
garbage.
Why? Why do you say it's trash?
Because men are not consistent. I think I actually starting to believe I scare men off with what I do, because it's a lot.
Do you feel like you have to dummy yourself down?
I don't though, but I find it's so fun to do is when I spring it on them. Like I don't lead with always what I do, but they ask me like, "Oh, what all do you do?" You know, I'm an actress. I have a podcast. I rap. I write movies. I do this. I do that.
And they be like, "Damn, all I'm
You know
doing is
what I'm
sitting around playing a video game."
You hear me? So I feel like I think that I have like going for myself, and I have standards, and I ain't putting no bullshit. So with that in the combination, just back off. But I'm not in the business of I'm cause like I'm more confident in everything that I'm doing, and I know where I'm going. So it's like if you ain't a part of this journey,
I'm gonna have to bring you back to the table, because we got so much to talk about. So I want to say some stuff, and you tell me how you feel about it in a short answer.
Okay.
Paying 50-50 on a date.
On the first date?
Any dang on date.
If we together, I'm not a 50-50 girl. If we together though, been together for a minute, that's the case, I'll just pick it up. Or like, a tip or something like that if we're in a relationship. But no. Eddie
V's or Cheesecake Factory?
I've only been to Eddie V's once and I liked it, but I like Cheesecake Factory because I've been there more. So either or, I'm fine with either or. I like Cheesecake Factory.
Top or power bottom? I knew that was gonna get her. I knew. Oh God! The room is spinning.
Not the power bottom. Oh Lord, power bottom sound.
Somebody said.
I remember that. You remember that?
Yeah.
But remember that was on the.
And I didn't know what that meant. So
my homeboy had to come in and explain it to everybody.
I didn't have a clue.
I'm screaming.
I didn't even know what people was talking about when they were talking about being swallowed. I was like, what is that? What are y'all talking about? Why is this going viral? I didn't know. And then when I found out, it just was, it tickled me to no end. You know?
Okay, I want to be so swallowed up. Okay. Oh, you want to do the answer?
Answer.
I'm going to go with a top because I don't want nothing power in my bottom.
Do you know what a power bottom is?
Yeah, I don't want that.
No, someone told me, I think it was Tia, that a power bottom is someone that's on the bottom and they're just doing more of the work.
So since I'm the one that's
it's not a gay term.
So since I'm a woman and a power, they doing more of the work on me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I am. I'm lazy sometimes. I could be a
cereal or a hot breakfast.
Am I the one that's doing it, or is
or somebody else?
I will prefer hot breakfast.
Hot breakfast?
Yeah, I would prefer that.
City girl or country girl?
City girl.
City girl.
I'm from Queens, New York. I'm a city girl. Which city girl we're talking about? Like city girl or
listen, I don't know. Listen, just like living in
I ain't no country girl. My mama sent me to Mississippi for a whole summer at 11 years old. Hell no.
You don't
I'm
like
a city
that?
girl. City girl.
What is one of the things that you can tell yourself today as far as encouraging yourself to get to the next stage in your life?
Tell my old self?
No, tell yourself.
Today?
So if you was looking in the mirror and you was doing like a self affirmation, what would you tell yourself?
Baby.
You gonna tell it like that?
Yo.
Okay.
Girl. Stay consistent. You are right. And don't listen to nobody. In due time, it gets greater later, like Baby Smith said. That's all. Like, I have to, I tell myself that right now. Like, just be consistent. It will come.
Do you talk to yourself every day?
Yes.
Do you do affirmations?
I'm starting to get more into it because at first I didn't. I just didn't. Not that I didn't believe. I just be like, what's me saying? Just like I didn't think writing things down would
Write
work.
out on some sticky notes and put them on your bathroom window because you have to go in there to
bought
brush your
sticky.
teeth.
No, I have sticky. I just bought some.
You have to go in there to brush your teeth.
You
You have to
do,
go in there
yeah.
to look in the mirror to put your makeup on. And while you're doing that, you're looking at those affirmations and confirming yourself.
I need that reminder because
What is one of the things that somebody said to you that really like hurt you to your core?
somebody poked at my weight the other day. I was a little sensitive about my weight, but see, I'm wearing a big shirt. I like to let it hang out today. You know what? That hurt me too.
Girl, they gonna get this winter body, okay? This summer, body. That's what you gonna get every roll, all right? I ain't mad at you. You listen. I ain't tucking nothing in. I ain't letting that.
I'm so tired of sucking it in. They be so proud. When I wear big shirts at work, they be like, they ask me like, CeCe, are you okay?
You gonna get all these stretch marks.
I wanna let it hang out. Shit. Hurt me to my core. Mm-hmm. You know what? I don't think nobody ever said nothing specific that hurt me to my core. I think it's just a treatment, but nobody ever said anything that hurt me to my core.
What's the last thing
that
that
I lied? Boom, no. You care too much when other people don't care at all, including me.
And that hurt you to your core?
That's what my ex said, yes. That hurt my feelings because it was actually somewhat of a true statement. I care too much.
When was the last time you cried? And what was it for?
Last month. Was it? No, did I cry the other day? Did I cry the other day? No, I cried Wednesday morning when I got off work.
Why?
But it was a good cry. It was a bittersweet cry because I just got dropped off and I knew I was getting my car the next day. And it was such a, oh boy, don't get me teary-eyed. It was such a journey. And I hated the road to get there. A lot of things hurt.
But you made it.
But I made it, and I'm proud of myself. I'm super proud. I never used to
proud
say
of
that
you.
ever.
I'm proud of you.
I'm going to tell my story one day. But baby, come tell homeless living rare roof is for
That's
a
what I
minute.
said. You got to come back because there's so much to CeCe that people don't even know. They don't understand. And I was telling Tia today, I said, sometimes we're so quick to judge each other. We don't know the road that someone has traveled. We don't know the fight that people are in every day of their life just to get out the bed.
They don't.
To be in their right mind. And then you come with your shenanigans.
It's a struggle.
We have to stop.
Mental health is real. It's a struggle. I tell people, that's a whole nother conversation. I have to get real, but I struggle.
Mental health is a big struggle. What is something that you can look back on and say, man, this brought me so much joy?
My podcast.
Your podcast?
Being on it I used to do it every single week.
I love it.
I miss it. I'm getting back into it, but my podcast.
Okay. I like that. So let me ask you a question. Because you rap, who's your favorite female rapper?
Meg Thee Stallion is my girl right now. Yes. That is my girl right now. I'm running through your nigga house like a Tomb Raider. Okay,
I don't even know.
But, yes.
Wow.
No, I'm not saying that she's better than Nicki. Nicki is the GOAT. But
that's just your favorite right now.
I come from a Lil' Kim girl era. So I come from a Lil' Kim era. But right now, who I'm listening to, and y'all be talking about my girl Sweetie. That's why I'm repping my bitch right now, cause she don't care. Y'all want her to model so bad, and Sweetie's like, y'all gonna get this music, and she keep going, and she unproblematic. But Meg,
okay, back in the day, who's your favorite female artist?
Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim?
Well, rapper right now, because I love Janet as an artist. Like if you talking about that, but if you talking about strictly rap, because I rap, Lil' Kim.
Lil' Kim.
Down.
Because this is Women's International Month. Tell me real quick a woman that has inspired you to keep pushing through. It can be anybody from the industry. It can just be a person that you know that you know what I'm saying, that you see in a neighborhood.
No, I would have to say, you know what? This is gonna sound, y'all gonna get mad. I don't care. I'm Beyonce.
Beyonce.
I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna tell you why though. Because I've been a fan since '98, literally. So I was there. I watched it growing up, and I saw how the people were with her, and I saw her grind and all of that. She teaches me work ethic.
Okay.
And like working hard, despite the naysayers and everything. If you know she's a big star, she still has to always constantly overprove herself.
Okay.
But because I've been a fan since I was little, I watched her like grind. Literally.
But does she really have to overprove herself?
Still, I can.
Is doors open for her that it's not open for other
I can
African
see
American
it wasn't
women?
for a minute. It wasn't. It was hard for her. Like it wasn't the respect. And the thing is, she made it, and she still don't get the respect. That's the crazy thing.
But Beyonce is light skinned, so the doors that a dark skinned person, wasn't able to walk in.
She light skinned, but she ain't white.
She almost.
But she ain't white though.
Light, bright, and almost white.
But what Drake said, I'm dark. He said I'm a light, but I'm still a dark nigga. Like it's still like.
Well, she had the same opportunity. Beyonce had the same opportunity as what's a dark skinned person? Yeah, a Kelly Rowland.
I think it's different because Beyonce is a different kind of artist.
I'm talking about when you look at the industry
and
you look at the people that are back in the industry with the money. Mm-hmm. Who you think they choosing? A light-skinned person that look like, closer to them, or the dark-skinned person?
Oh, we can see that what's going on with Normani.
Colorism.
Colorism is real.
Okay.
But I done seen people talk, and I'm not light-skinned.
Okay.
But I done seen people, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
However,
I gotta bring you back because
colorism
there's
is real.
so much to CeCe, and I'm telling you, we have just scratched the surface.
I know, right? But I will say, if you don't take nothing else from Beyonce, it's that work ethic. I always say, like, I gotta go harder because there's no excuses. Like, she works hard. You can see it in her work. Go to that concert, you see it.
Where can they find you?
I am on Instagram, CeCe_Gooden.
Spell it for them, because some people don't know how to spell.
CeCe_Gooden, GOO.
The underscore means like the line to go at the bottom.
OODEN. And just know, I got What About Your Friends is a movie that I produced. It's under Urban Simplex. That's coming out. I wrote it. We produced it. We go in production at the end of next month. Shout out to Willie Will and Howard. Right now you can check their movies out. Capture, I'm in it. Rose Gold. Shout out to Thomas.
You was in Rose Gold. That was so.
Well,
good.
I was the bartender in the background.
But it still was good.
But they did that, and then they did Love Story for the Streets. So we're doing my movie. My movie's up next. About to be the best movie.
CeCe, when can you come back?
When you want to come back?
In April.
I'm free next weekend. The next couple of weekends.
Next couple of weekends? Okay. Well, you come back next weekend.
I'll come back
for part
next
two.
weekend for part two.
Because we gotta really talk about some stuff.
I'm
because there is some parts
on the beach.
There's some, and we can really talk about that next week too. But there are some parts of you that I really want to dig into as far as your life and some of the struggles that you've had to encounter.
Okay, I'm down with that.
So y'all check CeCe out on Instagram, CeCe_Gooden.
You'll find when you go there
and the same.
And yeah, YouTube CeCe Gooden. When you go to my link and Instagram, all the links to my link trees, everything is there.
Okay, I don't know about all the link tree.
Go to the bio. Everything about me is there.
I want to thank you for coming to the Indirect Table today because I had so much fun. I'm telling you, I'm finding some dope women out here. I've had all kind of women at this table, but I must say, my girl Tia, you, y'all, I think I have my best interviews so far. Because I have some dope people. I have, and Dr. Sabrina, but I've had, some very powerful women at this table. And I want to make sure that I always recognize our Black women in this society, people that are tangible, people that we can touch, we can see. I want to make sure that they always have their flowers while they are here. And I just want to really just say this real quick, and we're out of here. CeCe gonna be back with us next week. I don't know. We may be on the chairs.
I don't care where we at. We
might be at the table. But we gonna be here. For all you women that's out there, it's our month. Shine. Don't diminish yourself. Don't lower who you are because of no man. Don't let no man tell you what you not, because we know what you are. You are our mothers. You are our sisters. You are our counselors. You are doctors, our lawyers. It's so much that women bring to the table, and I'm tired of men telling us what we not. We are life. We bring life to this earth.
You hear me?
They wouldn't be here without us. So on that note, women all across America, I love you. I rock with you. And ain't nothing that a man or another bitter woman can tell me about my sister.
Put your lip gloss on
sitting
and
next
shine.
to me. Put your lip gloss on and shine. Fix your crown and walk straight. I'll see you next week.